I get to do live at the Apollo and listen to my voice. I sound like a teenage boy. I've got a really croaky... I know it's bad at the moment, my voice, right? Because when you've got a croaky voice, people who work in call centres, they will use it to try and get you on side. Right, I got a cold call this morning. She said, hello, is that Miss Barnes? I said, yes, speaking. She said, oh, Miss Barnes, you sound like you've got a terrible cold. I said, really? You sound like you've got a third in media studies from Luton. What do you want? I do have a boyfriend. We've been together 3 years. Some people find it very easy to find a partner. Some people go from one to the next to the next. No bother at all. You know, I never found it that easy. Did you know even Oscar Pistorius, while under house arrest, managed to get himself a new girlfriend? Sadly, she must have been shitting herself. Largely because it was safer than using the bathroom. You know, the only time it's been tricky, really, is when we're trying to decide where to go on holiday together, because I'm a bit of a history geek. You know, I like places with museums or a monastery or something, you know. He said these words to me, oh, we could go on a survival holiday. Make your mind up, mate. Are we surviving or are we on holiday? That's... Survival holiday. That's an oxymoron, isn't it? It's like Fun Run. Or Fox News. Satire, you're welcome. We haven't been on holiday together. We went to New Zealand together last year. That was nice. Have you been to New Zealand? Oh, it's beautiful. Beautiful country. Like the most stunning scenery. But it has to be, because it is bloody miles away from everywhere. Like, it is even miles away from Australia. Like, if the place looked like Swindon, it'd be deserted. 26 hours it takes to get there. 26 hours. I've had relationships shorter than that. Oh, and you may or may not know this, ladies and gentlemen. Apparently, Lord of the Rings was filmed there, because they never bloody mention it. Everywhere you go, you fly into Wellington Airport, it literally says, welcome to Middle-earth. Right? You're greeted by Gandalf in Arrivals, he's there. You've got all the creatures swooping down over your head. It's like, I get it. You had a good film franchise. You know, we had Carry On films. You don't walk through Heathrow underneath Barbara Windsor's tits, do you? Calm down. We want the same things from life. We do. Like, we don't want kids. Right, now, people think that when you say you don't want kids, it's because you hate kids. And I don't hate kids. I just don't trust me to keep one alive. Different thing. People can't get their heads around me not wanting children. They really can't get their heads around it at all. I went to see my doctor a couple of years ago about something completely unrelated. And he said to me, you do know, Angela, don't you? You do know, if you were to have a child now, you'd be what we call a geriatric mother. He's dead now, so... He said to me, why don't you get some eggs frozen? He said, why don't you freeze some eggs, and if you change your mind, they're there, you can use them. You know? And I thought about it, I really thought about it, and then I thought, do you know what? Every time I've frozen something, gone a bit shit. Right? Do I want my children to be the human equivalent of a ready meal? What about when little Findus and Sarah Lee go off to school? You know, when they get taught about the birds and the bees, they're going to get taken into a separate room and get told your mum went to Iceland. No. Find it weird that people think it's okay to ask you about your reproductive choices. It's a private question, isn't it? It's asking you about your sex life, essentially. And also, I'm 40 and I don't have any children. There could be a really awkward or upsetting answer to that question, couldn't there? Why would you ask anyone a question that could have an awkward or upsetting answer? You wouldn't ask someone why they're bald, would you? You wouldn't ask a couple from Norfolk how they're related. Like, why is that question seen to be small talk? I want to make it awkward when they ask me. I want to say to them, oh, I had a baby, but I ate it. There are loads of reasons for not having kids, and people people get angry with me, so angry, because I don't want to have... Often, the people who get most angry with me for not wanting to have children are the same people that are angry about high levels of immigration in this country. Well, are we full up or not? Pick a team. Last year, Katie Hopkins wrote an article in the Daily Mail in which she said that childless women were odd and lacked a human connection. Katie Hopkins thinks that I lack a human connection. That is like being called racist by also Katie Hopkins. Madness. I don't know where it came from, this idea that compassion belongs to parents and not the rest of us. You know, it's weird. Some compassionate people have children, some don't. Some not very compassionate people have children, some don't. Piers Morgan has children. End of argument. Right? I see my friends with kids, and I feel for it. It's a hard job. It's a really I've got friends now with teenagers. Oh, my God, that is hard. I've got a friend who's got a teenage son. He is the laziest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like, for his birthday, she bought him one of those pedometers, you know, that measures how many steps you do in a day. She bought him one you wear on your wrist. He's a teenage boy. You're going to get a false reading there, love. Think about it. Loads of reasons for not having kids. Here's one of mine. Right now, ladies in the room, you can vouch for this. As women, we get our bits looked at all the time. Right, all the time. Nurses, gynecologists, fuck it, I'll let the window cleaner have a look, right? Everyone. Now, every time a nurse or a gynecologist has had a look at my bits, they have told me, and I quote, that I have a lovely cervix. Myself. Thank you. Now, I don't know what that means, but I do know that in my life, I have been told my cervix is lovely way more than I've been told my face is. I'm buggered if I am going to ruin the most complimented part of my body by just shoving a baby through it. I am literally beautiful on the inside, and that's the way I want it to stay. Thank you very much. Good night.